favorite recipes, so I thought you could come on and join me. Curried lentils and cauliflower. Okay, so I'm using this organic True Roots lentils, and these guys are already sprouted. So lentils are high in iron, high in fiber, higher in protein than a lot of legumes. So I love these, and since they're already sprouted, they've already been soaked, so I just cook them up a little bit in about 3 cups of hot water and let them cook up, boil just for about 5 minutes, just so they're a little bit tender. And I'm just heating the skillet here, and I'm gonna put in a tablespoon of coconut oil. I like the Dr. Bronner's coconut oil, but there are so many good organic virgin coconut oils. So I'm gonna use this one, and like I said, just about a tablespoon of it. I'm gonna get it going in the pan here. And then onions and garlic, the amazing first ingredient in just about everything that I love, onions and garlic. I love lots of onions, and there can never be enough garlic around here, so we use a lot of garlic too. But instead of mincing the garlic in my garlic press, I like to use a little microplane or a microplane, I think is what I call it, and just kind of grate it in, because then I don't have to clean the garlic press. Yes, that is how much I love my time. I don't want to clean it. I'm gonna put the onions and garlic in. I'm gonna let them saute till the onions get kind of clear. This really is, like we sometimes fool ourselves into thinking that, you know, meal prep needs to take a long time and it needs to be complicated, but really it doesn't. And as soon as the onions start to go translucent, I'm taking the cauliflower and putting it in here too. Okay, I've got a lot of cauliflower, but I'm putting it in. I've cut it up into small florets, so I've washed them already, and I should have a cup of water or stock ready, which I don't, so I'm gonna go and get it. But this is gonna saute until the cauliflower just starts to soften a little bit, and then once it starts to soften down, I'm gonna add in some curry powder and some turmeric. Okay, so I've already put in garlic and onion, which are anti-inflammatory, so awesome, as well as putting in turmeric just adds more anti-inflammatory benefits. So doing that, and I love this mixed curry powder by Frontier. So bear with me, watch this saute as I get 1 cup of water. And so here, and then oftentimes what I'll do is take a big lid from a big pot and put it on here so that the cauliflower can soften, so it's kind of steaming itself. Okay, so it's gonna cook down, and I'm gonna start adding in some spices. So I'm gonna add curry powder into this, and I'm gonna add some more turmeric as well, and some sea salt, because I love sea salt as well. It smells so good, you guys. It smells so good. Okay, so this smells so good, I can't even tell you. And I just keep some water nearby to add in. I could use stock, I could use bone broth to increase the protein content, to give us that gut health boosting property as well. But I'm not today, because I don't have it. And that's what happens, right? We need to make whatever we have in the cupboards because we don't feel like going to the grocery store again, or at least I don't. So I'm gonna let this sit until the cauliflower softens a bit. I'm gonna take these lentils. Once the cauliflower starts to soften, I'm gonna mix them in, okay? And then you're really getting a balanced meal. It doesn't have animal protein in it, which we don't need to have all the time. As I mentioned, lentils are high in fiber. They're a high in protein legume, so I'm gonna add them in. I'm getting veggies in here. I've got coconut oil in here, so there's some healthy fat. I've got garlic and onion in here, as well as turmeric, so lots of anti-inflammatory goodness. So I love this dish, and it is so easy. And you know what? Feel free to experiment, or don't feel free, you already feel free, but don't be scared to experiment in the kitchen. You really can't screw it up that bad. More than likely, you're gonna put together some interesting things, and you're gonna find things that you love. So I'll use curry powder, onion, and garlic to try all kinds of things. So you can make the same dish using broccoli or any other veggie that is your favorite, right? When I'm sauteing green beans, I'll do the same thing, onion and garlic and a little bit of stock, and put sometimes some slivered almonds in there and use that as a veggie side dish. So don't be afraid to experiment and get creative. You'll find some things that you love, and this dish, this lentil cauliflower curry, and I sometimes make it with broccoli, is one that everybody in our house loves. and those are the ones that we want to make, right? Because it just makes life so much easier. There's always these times where we're out in the evening and we need to feed the kids something healthy, and so when you can make something that you can put together that's in a large volume so you can have it again, you can take it for lunch, you can have some leftovers, it's always a good thing. So I could have easily doubled this recipe, so done 2 heads of cauliflower, I could have done 2 cups of lentils, and then I could have mixed it up and easily had leftovers as well. So if you love curry, this is one to try. Oh, I said I was putting sea salt in, so I'm going to do that. Yes. Remember that it oftentimes takes just as long to get takeout food as it does to make something healthy at home. In fact, even if you're making eggs, if you're making an omelet, or my kids love something that I make called crepe eggs, and you've got raw veggies and hummus on the side, you're still doing better than eating out, and you're gonna save yourself some money too, right? That's it, I'm not gonna make you sit on here while the whole thing cooks, but absolutely love this recipe. As I mentioned, super easy, so many health benefits in one dish, and really a 2-dish cleanup, not too bad, right? Not making a huge mess. Everybody in our family loves it. Give it a try. If you'd like this recipe, let me know. But like I said, it all starts with onion and garlic and a little bit of coconut oil. I hope you're making something healthy tonight, because when you're feeding your body well, you're so much more likely to show up in a better mood, right? And have a great night until I talk to you again. Good night.